Look down at your hands for a moment. Open them. Let them rest empty. Do not pick anything up. Do not fix anything. Do not reach for your phone, a cup, a towel, a list, or someone else's problem. Just look at your hands when they are not doing anything for anyone. Maybe that feels uncomfortable, because your hands are rarely empty. They prepare, carry, clean, organize, remember, soothe, serve, and solve. And perhaps your life has become so connected to what you do for other people that you are no longer sure who you are when you are not doing something for them. At the end of this video, I will guide you through a simple experience that takes about 2 minutes. It will not ask you to judge your marriage or decide your future. It may help you notice the difference between being valued for who you are and being depended on for what you provide. This is another step in the journey we have been taking together. Each conversation touches a different layer of identity, because a woman can slowly become hidden beneath roles, routines, and responsibilities. Today, we are looking at one of the most painful layers: the difference between being loved and being needed. Maybe everyone in your home needs you. You have become so good at anticipating what everyone needs that sometimes they do not even have to ask. You notice what is missing first. You feel the tension before anyone names it. You quietly prevent problems no one will ever know almost happened. From the outside, this can look like love. And sometimes it is love. Caring for people can be a beautiful expression of devotion. But there is a question many women are afraid to ask. If I stopped being useful, would I still feel loved? Not needed. Not missed because something was not done. Loved. There is a difference. Maybe your husband tells you that he could not manage without you. Maybe everyone calls you the strong one, the dependable one. Those words may sound like praise. But praise can become a cage. Once you are known as the person who always handles everything, people may stop asking whether handling everything is hurting you. They admire your strength and become comfortable relying on it. They celebrate your ability to cope and forget that coping is not the same as living. Over time, you may participate in this pattern too. And little by little, usefulness becomes more than something you offer. It becomes your place in the family. Your proof that you matter. Your way of belonging. This does not mean you created the problem. It does not mean your husband is innocent or guilty. It means relationships develop patterns, and sometimes everyone begins living inside one without questioning what it costs. Maybe your marriage learned to recognize your labor more easily than your inner life. Maybe your husband knows how you take your coffee but does not know what you have been grieving. Maybe he trusts you with everything that must be done but does not know what makes you feel alive anymore. And perhaps the most painful part is that you do not know either. You have spent so much time becoming reliable that you have had very little space to remain curious about yourself. You know your responsibilities. You know what everyone prefers. But what do you enjoy when no one else's preference is involved? What do you believe when you are not trying to keep the peace? What makes you interesting to yourself? These questions may feel harder than they should. That is not proof that there is nothing inside you. It may be proof that you have been introduced by your roles for so long that your own name feels incomplete without them. These roles describe relationships and responsibilities. They do not fully describe a person. You existed before anyone needed you. There were qualities in you that had nothing to do with productivity. Those parts may not be gone. They may simply have stopped receiving invitations into your daily life. And this is where marriage can become confusing. You may be surrounded by people who depend on you and still feel emotionally abandoned. You may be thanked constantly and still feel unseen. You may be praised for everything you do while quietly wondering whether anyone knows who is doing it. That does not automatically mean there is no love in your marriage. The question is not whether your family depends on you. They probably do. The question is what they recognize most clearly. Your presence? Or your labor? And what do you notice first when you think about your own value? The woman you are? Or the list of things you accomplish? If the answer is the list, do not shame yourself. You may have learned that being helpful kept you safe. That being dependable earned approval. That having needs made life more complicated. That rest had to be justified. These lessons can become so ordinary that they stop feeling like beliefs. They begin to feel like personality. But you are not simply the one who takes care of everything. That is something you have done. It is not the whole truth of who you are. So sit with this question. When did being useful become the safest way for you to feel loved? And if you feel comfortable, leave one honest sentence in the comments. What part of you gets overlooked because everyone is focused on what you do? Now I want to guide you through the experience I promised. Take out your phone and open the voice recorder. Find a quiet place where you can be alone for about 2 minutes. Press record. For the first minute, begin with this sentence. People need me because I complete it as many times as you can. People need me because I remember. People need me because I organize. People need me because I listen. People need me because I keep everything moving. Do not make the answers sound noble. Do not minimize what you do. Just name it honestly. After about 1 minute, pause. Take one slow breath. Then begin the second part. But beyond everything I do, I am. Now speak without naming a role or a task. Do not say wife, mother, worker, caregiver, or organizer. Try to name the woman. Maybe you are thoughtful. Maybe you are funny. Maybe you love quiet mornings. Maybe you are perceptive, tender, intelligent, creative, passionate, cautious, loyal, or still becoming. If you go silent, do not panic. The silence may show how rarely you have been asked to describe yourself without mentioning what you provide. Begin again. Beyond everything I do, I am. When the 2 minutes are over, stop the recording. Do not judge which part was easier. Just notice. Did the first sentence fill itself quickly? Did the second require more searching? That difference is not a failure. It is information. It may show you where your identity has received attention and where it has been waiting. Save the recording. You do not need to send it to anyone or use it to prove something about your marriage. This moment is about remembering that your identity cannot be measured only by how efficiently you meet other people's needs. Look at your hands again. They have done so much. They may continue to care, prepare, hold, and help. But even when they are empty, you are not. You are still a woman with a voice, a history, preferences, gifts, limits, and a life happening inside her. Your usefulness may be one way you express love. It should never be the only reason you believe you deserve it. We'll talk again soon.